All right, I'm back, everybody. Anybody that's new here, thanks for joining me today. I got up late this morning, but I'm already here at this spillway. You guys seen it before. I'm basically just trying to catch anything because the water levels are way down. I was planning on catching a bunch of bluegills first, and I'm struggling. I got a couple of them, but I'm gonna catch a couple more, and then I'm gonna put out some set lines for catfish. But then I'm also gonna cast around and see what else is swimming around out here. The water levels should be up, but they're not. So we'll see how it does. Okay, I'm gonna just try around here for a minute. I basically walked through a bunch of bluegills on the way in, so should be able to get a couple of them pretty quick here. Otherwise, I can just go over by the rocks like I normally do. But yep, first on the agenda, get some bluegills and stuff for cut bait or fishing live bait, and then we'll get started from there. All right, guys. So I got, what was it? I got about 2 or 3 little bullheads, because a lot of you guys have been yelling at me to keep throwing those out for the flatheads, and that's what I'm after if I can get a big one. Otherwise, I have like 4 or 5 bluegills and then like 2 or 3 green sunfish, so that should be enough for the day. Oh, and I got one sheephead, what I'm gonna basically use as cut bait, because I want to use those other ones as live bait. Give myself a chance at some big fish. So gonna set up a pole holder here, rig up. I'll probably throw a bullhead on right away and just let him sit, and then start cutting up the sheephead right away and using those chunks for cut bait. I'm gonna try a different hook and see if I can use, it's a Gamakatsu, I think it's a walleye wide gap, but it's a bigger one. I'm gonna use that for putting little chunks of cut bait on there and see how doing the hook sets and stuff like that on the little channel cats works. I figured, little cut bait, it'll be easier to do that with. Otherwise, I still have a big circle hook on the big rod that's gonna be the one for the bullhead. So, all right, let's chuck them out there and see if something eats them. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to start with the bullhead on the big rod, and I'll cast around a little while and see what bites. Hopefully there's a giant flathead sitting down here ready to eat. Hopefully flathead candy. Question, how do you guys hook them? I was going through the nose right here so that it's it's a good spot, but then it can slide around on there when I do the hook set. You let me know if that's good. Okay, so that one's straight down in the deepest part of the hole, or it should be right by the deepest part of the hole. So if there's a flathead, that's going to be where it's at. And then I'm going to take cut bait and cast around this other part of the hole and see if I can get some channel cats in the meantime. Okay, tiny little piece of chunk bait. But now we got guys down here, so hopefully they stay on their side so that I can catch some stuff on my side. What are you? Northern pike? bug somebody else. Okay, camera was off. Well, that's the second one. It almost looks like the same one. I'd appreciate it if you don't do that. I'll get it out of you faster that way. That's number 2. Okay, broke off the bullhead and some rocks. See if we can catch anything on the cut bait. Okay, so I only have 12-pound leader line now. Apparently I forgot to grab my heavier leader line, but we're gonna do the injured live green sunfish. Wish me luck. I think something might have it. Yep. That's something. Doesn't feel too big. Oh. Go figure. Okay, that was not fun. I did revive him, but I think I'm gonna stick this chunk of nightcrawler on there and see if there's anything else besides northern pike in the spillway right now, because I think I've caught 5 of them. Comment below how many I caught. I think it's like 4 or 5 of them. I think I caught the same one a couple times actually, but we'll see. This should attract something else. Okay, I'm gonna go drop this bluegill head since I still have 25-pound line on this pole. And yeah, I'm gonna go drop it right by the falls and see if there's anything holding right next to that hole. Well, didn't take long over here. I should have brought my pliers with. Uh-oh. other rods going. And that's really in there. An eater. See if we got him figured out over there. Okay, that fish was sitting right up in the falls here. So I'm running that Gamakatsu wide gap. I'm just putting these little chunks on here. See if I can weed through these little channels and find a big one. Running with the head. Oh, I dropped it. Something picked up the tail. How did it not get hooked? Got that guy. Am I recording? Yes. That works, right in the corner of the mouth. Play with these guys all day long. We just need their bigger, older, angrier brother. Gotcha. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure something else just had this in its mouth. It's like 1 pound channel. Looked like it had a fish follow it up. Yeah, it's hard to spit that little Gamakatsu out, isn't it? Once again, a bucket of eaters if I wanted them. Okay, so you guys didn't see the last one, but I think I just caught, I got 3 channels in a row. I'm gonna bring my sheephead thing over there so I can keep cutting chunks out of it because they like that. And it's funny, so the Gamakatsu hook is working the best. I have a circle hook on the other one and I've gotten bites and they've run with it. And I've done the whole like let them set the hook thing, but they still get off. I think they're just too small. But either way, I'm gonna take my stringer over there now. Watch me not catch any fish because of that. And I'm gonna see if I can get a couple dozen of those, well, 4 or 5 of those like 20 inchers. So stay tuned. Actually got that one. It's on the circle hook. He's barely hooked, but it's in the corner of his mouth, so it did what it's supposed to do. That is a perfect eater, just a little bit bigger than the other ones. Okay, so that's one catfish on the stringer. Let's see if we can do it again. Get out of here. Leave my cut bait alone. Down it already. Nope. Something running with it. Am I recording? Yeah. not even that big. Big enough. That's two. Got him. God, these guys are strong. There's a better one. Oh, got another one. All right, guys. Back home in the bluegill cave. Oh, I think I was in the sun a little too long. My cheeks hurt. Not like sunburn hurt, like I'm like dehydrated and turning into a prune hurt. Yeah. I'm just gonna drink this and try and get this edit done. Yeah. I don't know if you get okay, so if you guys are new here, I want to make sure that you guys understand one thing. Me and Sun, we don't get along. That's why I live in these sun shirts. It's not to look cool or anything like that. It's literally because if I sit in the sun too long, bad things happen. But I did want to go over one thing. So I stopped recording after I think I broke off one more time. But then I proceeded to catch two more. So I ended up keeping four cats. And I thought I was going to have a fifth one. But I actually ended up catching a bowfin, about the same size as the cats, which was really cool. It was really cool colors and everything like that. But I couldn't get a photo of him because he broke my line when I was sitting there messing with him by shore. So you can just take my words for it. But the one thing I wanted to point out was, so I have one of them on here still. I think this is a 6/0 circle hook. Yeah, I believe that's a 6/0. And the funny thing is on my other rod, when I started the day, I had a 7 or an 8/0. It was a real big one, so I could fish like live bluegills and bullheads and stuff like that. But I proceeded to break that off immediately, and then I found out that I had forgot my 25-pound this. So I just buy this and make leaders out of that. It's actually cheaper to just buy the 300, or this is 260 yards. I make hundreds of liters out of that, but normally that's in my backpack, and I forgot it today. So what I ended up doing is making a leader out of my braid, because catfish don't seem to care when you have cut bait down there. But that's not the point. The point I'm trying to get at here is the circle hook. The circle hook versus the Gamakatsu wide gap. So I'm going to list both those in the description below if you guys want to use either one of those. I always list everything I use generally, especially if it works. I did hook a couple. I think I hooked 2 on the circle hook. And if they're bigger, I usually do get a good hookup on the circle hook, and then it's like right in the corner of the mouth where you want it. But today, I would have to say it was like, it's like 7 to 2 or something like that. So I got like 2 on the circle hook. I got like 7 or 8 because I was throwing them back before I decided to keep them. I got 7 or 8 on that Gamakatsu hook. I don't know what it is about it. I think it's just the fact that if you swing a little bit with the Gamakatsu, it does the same thing. It puts it in the corner of the mouth, but it allows you, because the way the offset is on the hook, to actually set the hook, and you don't mess it up, because the circle hook, you're just supposed to apply pressure and then start reeling, so that it does it for you. I'm still working on that. Give me a break. But the big thing I discovered, though, even if I did the right thing and then I was proceeding to just set the hook with the other one, is the hook sets, I caught almost every fish that I put a hook set into. So if you guys are trying it out, you can get both of them. Like I said, I'll list them in the description below. And I actually found online, I found the rod that I picked up. And so far it's a great rod. It's beefy. It's a really heavy duty catfish rod. So if you guys are looking for that, I'll link that description below too for you guys. It's a pretty cheap rod, but it works really good. And then I have these linked in the description because I use those and those all the time. So if you guys are ever interested in picking some stuff up to help out the channel, description below. But hopefully you guys enjoyed today's little I guess just fish catching mission, because I didn't really have anything in mind. I just wanted to catch some fish, and then it turned into I wanted some catfish to eat, so I kept some of those. But like I said, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Obviously, if you're not new here, you know what's up. But if you are new, could you please just remember to